everyone, and I am back. It's your girl, Kara Alana, and today we have two special guests on Can We Talk the Real. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then I'm going to tell you the story about how we met.
I'm Shaquila.
Hey, what's up? I'm Lauren.
So we are all actresses, and we actually met on set. And we have been in the group chat since. That film was what? How many years ago?
Oh my God.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
2022.
wow, we
Yeah.
are the living proof of a negative experience turned positive. So we all auditioned for this film, right? I don't want to say the name because I don't want no problems, right? We don't know where this film is. I wish that we had footage, that I could insert in this video so we can see. Right.
Oh my God. That would
Right.
probably be like a real.
Right? So we all got cast in this film. It was horrible. I'm not even gonna be okay.
We good.
Okay. The film was horrible. But whenever I'm in a bad film, it always motivates me to know that, I can do this. I can really do this. Like watching her do it, I was like, we could do this. Easy peasy. And she still didn't pay us.
And hasn't.
2 years. No footage, no money.
And you know who you are. If you're watching this and you see this, run it.
Oh my God. You owe us.
Right. But y'all can talk about the experience. I said the positive. Y'all can say the negatives or anything about it. But yeah.
This is traumatizing. Like, we was all supposed to be lead actors.
Oh, I forgot that part.
Oh, you don't forget.
I forgot I was a lead.
We were co-leads on this short film project. And I remember thinking to myself, like, when I read the breakdown
Actors access. Yes, if you are an actor, make sure you are on actors access.
Seriously.
Yes.
Be careful of the.
Yes, this experience, but yes.
But yeah, so when I first read the breakdown on Actors Access, I was like, oh, this is like totally me. This is like absolutely things that I've gotten cast for before, So I was like, okay, this seems like it could be a really good. It was like a rom-com, like in the vein of like a rom-com. So I was like, okay, cool. I love rom-coms and I love making rom-coms. So then we do like a virtual table read.
I forgot about that.
We did a virtual table read. And actually, there was another actor that was playing the male lead at the time.
Oh,
do you
my
remember
God.
this? Oh, I don't even know that man's
I don't know his name.
But he, honestly, it should have been a major red flag. He quickly abandoned ship after that point.
And there was another girl that abandoned too.
Yeah. I don't remember which character she played. I don't even remember.
Me neither.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
one.
but
yeah, I definitely remember that.
I remember feeling excited about it, energized about it, because I was like, table read, and then we'll, convene and do like actual table reads.
She conned us.
It was the biggest con ever. Like, she made it seem like all we really had to do was just know our lines, like develop our characters, and show up. You know what I mean? Like, it was just.
We had no rehearsal. Oh my God. Wasn't rehearsal like.
At her house?
We had one, we had one at her place in Jersey.
But it was her just talking about herself.
The whole time. Or giving me dating advice. Remember?
Yeah. I was like.
And her, like,
and then
switching
trying to dress
out
me.
outfits.
It was, and you guys, this person really did not need to be dressing anybody, not even herself.
No.
So it was just.
Remember the clothes she pulled out that box? You remember that when she had
in that
clothes?
weird empty space.
Side room.
It was rough.
Then on the day of filming, that's when she wanted like practice. Like we were supposed to just know everything with no chemistry.
We didn't really do a chemistry.
We didn't do any of that. Everything was just on the fly.
One set.
It felt like live theater.
It was like
no one knew where to go.
But you
People
know,
were just talking in front of the camera. There was no
Man.
clear direction on anything, and she's like yelling at us.
but the thing is, the
Yelling.
thing that actually aggravated me also too was like we get to the set, right? And I should have known how bad of a disaster that day was going to be because like we get to this, it's a studio, we're shooting in a studio, and this particular studio space has multiple mini sets, right? Like there's a bedroom set, there's a living area set, there's some like miscellaneous sets all around there.
Yeah.
And in theory it was a decent concept if she had allotted enough time to do some of the scenes that she had to get shot. And she tried to do this whole thing single camera, which is
Yeah.
not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not.
A single camera can be really, really great creatively if you know what you're doing and you plan ahead. But because she's doing it single camera, that means that if you're going to get different angles, it's going to take more time because you've got to shoot the same scene multiple times from each person's perspective.
Which we did not
Which
do.
we did not do.
Yes.
She shot everything wide. She
Girl,
had no sound.
You know what I just remembered?
Like no
The
sound.
sex scene.
Oh! And she called
That was
herself
a nightmare.
intimacy coordinator.
That was a nightmare. That's what I
It
meant.
was
No
just-
chemistry read, no chemistry practice.
She got so
None of
lucky that we as a cast, like as the main
I'm getting
cast,
goosebumps.
ended up gelling as much as we did.
Yeah.
There were other like players involved that I had brought on one of them because the male lead that was originally cast jumped ship. That should have been a major red flag for us.
Yeah.
For all of us.
For all of us.
But we were hungry.
But we were hungry young
Like,
actors.
we in New York.
Yeah,
like,
we wanted.
And we shouldn't. What I want to say to that though, like us being hungry, that's not a bad thing. Like
Mhm.
that's the positive from it. Like at least we put ourselves out there. We took the risk. That's what actors do. Like we're just up and coming. And, you know, like we trying to get our feet in the door. So like I think like we shouldn't, cause I kind of beat myself up about that whole thing. Like how did I get
No.
on that set?
But look,
How
we're
did that happen?
here. No.
Why did I allow certain things? But really,
No.
it's just you have to look at it like, okay, at least we not nothing really bad happened to us. It just was a unprofessional experience.
It was
you
an
know?
extremely unprofessional experience,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
and I definitely feel you on like at least kind of questioning at a time like for a moment my judgment and like also to a certain extent kind of my self-worth as an actor specifically like
Mhm.
like that was really my first foray back into the acting space after having spent a lot of time in the modeling space and working a full-time job so I was really energized at that time because that was like one of two projects that I was working on like at the time and neither one of them really panned out the way they should have and so I was kind of like dang, like I was really excited about these and even though I knew that they would be small budget projects I don't have a problem with giving up and coming artists a chance because I also understand someone has
Right.
to do that for me as an up and coming artist.
Just don't lie.
But don't
Yeah.
lie, like, and also try to put your best foot forward. You've put in all of this time and energy, and I think for a bit, kind of like you, I was kind of like, I cannot believe that I didn't see these
Yes.
these red ass flags.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
we-
And it's like, is this the only kind of work that I could ever book?
get.
You know what I
It's
mean?
very
No.
daunting.
And so, but
It's daunting.
that was a moment that I had to have with myself. And I don't think I've ever told either one of you this, but I really had to like sit there and I'm like, is this the only kind of work that I can do? Like, what do I need to do in order to make sure this doesn't happen again? Like, is it my talent? Is it my lack thereof? Like, what is it that, these two particular projects were the first thing to happen? And it's like, I don't even get to see any of the work that I did.
But do we really want to? We already know.
But we already know.
Like-
Because this is not the first. Our project was not the first time that she shot this exact same.
Oh yeah, we did our research.
This was like the
yes,
third
yes,
time.
Hold
yes.
on, guys, we living out the big aha moment when we all decided to do rehearsal together at
In my house, yes,
That
yes,
was the
yes.
big aha moment where we had all the actors come, was in the film, because she wasn't giving us. We still were in the middle of filming,
Mhm.
and that night, we said, "Hey, we're gonna try to link up and rehearse so that the next day we could be on target." That was that night. It was so funny, but like it's sad but funny at the same time because I remember we had like Sealy, he was there, and he's like, "Guys, like what? Didn't she tell you so and so? And she told me this and that, and she told you, and everybody just piecing everything together, and then
All the
and then
lies.
that same night, someone was like, I don't know how we came upon like researching this thing on YouTube.
Yeah, we
Who
were just
like
I
who
don't
who mentioned to look it
I
up
don't
on
know.
YouTube?
don't
I
even
don't
know
know.
who. I don't even know how we got on that, but we somehow made it onto. we somehow made it
Sad.
onto this production company. Very loosely using that term, their YouTube channel.
Oh,
Right.
I know what happened.
What happened?
Someone decided to Google the bro. Oh my god! Somebody decided.
Don't be like
that.
God.
So somebody decided to Google her name. The people was like, "Why her IMBD look like this?" She had some weird picture. It was not a professional picture.
It was not a headshot at all.
Right. Then we started looking at her credentials. She didn't really have.
We're like, what is happening?
Yeah. Oh, I think through the when we Googled her and we found like certain projects that she did.
Yeah.
That's how we found
That she did it
language
already.
on YouTube.
All right. But, the
Mhm.
positive, thank you, she brought us together.
She did.
We're still here 2 years in. So, with that, how you said how you all felt because of that. I never knew that you all felt that way. But please don't think of yourselves that way.
Yeah.
Keep going. Like, don't. Jesus.
I mean, I think that, like, anytime that I get down on my experiences about those two projects, my biggest takeaway at the end of it all, after I navigate through all of the multitude of emotions, is always gratitude because
Mhm.
even though those projects didn't materialize the way that they were supposed to, I came out of both of those projects with very, very good friends, very, very talented creatives that were put in a position with people that just weren't creatively on the same wavelength. You know what I mean?
But she was doing it though.
But she
Give
was.
her her props.
She was
She
doing
was
it,
doing
and
it.
she
She
was-
just lied.
She
Yeah.
lied.
She was
She
doing
lied
it.
through her teeth, but
Right.
she was trying to do everything. I mean, because she wrote, she produced,
Was
she
directing
directed,
it.
She claimed she was.
But
the
I'm like,
editing
it's
coordinator.
okay. If you needed help, just say that.
If you needed help,
And you
just say
didn't
that.
have to lie
And you
about the
didn't
money
have to lie
either.
about it,
Because we
because-
all need footage for our reels.
We all just wanted
Like-
footage. We all just wanted to be on set. We all just wanted to have scripts in our hands, develop characters, and work with other actors. That was what we wanted.
Mhm.
The pay, honestly, was not great. It really wasn't about the money.
Right. But
We
don't
didn't
lie
even
about
get
it.
the-
But we didn't even get footage, so.
We had nothing, but we got each
But we
other.
got each other.
We got each-
And there was a time, like, you guys remember when everything, rap production, whatever. There was a time where, like, at least the three of us would see each other at least once a month. We kept that up for several months, actually,
Yes.
before life started
Up to
lifing.
now,
Yes.
And we still, even though, like, we lives, like, we have our own, like, personal lives going on,
Mhm.
and, life kind of takes us in different directions,
Yes.
whatever. I don't think we miss a birthday.
No.
And I don't
Still
think,
try to-
we keep in touch, like, on the
Yes.
holidays,
Yes.
and then I bother them.
Yeah, our group chat still
Our group
popping.
chat.
So thank you.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
You know
if you
who
ever
you
see
are.
this, thank you for bringing us together. This is the positive through that storm. Now, I want to ask you all: have you ever unconsciously self-sabotage an audition? What I mean by that is, I'm guilty of it. You'll get an audition, like, we want these things, you get it, and then you see it, and it's like, it tells you the dates, and you're like, damn, I gotta work. I can't do that. you already have all the reasons why you shouldn't do it. So when you go to the audition, it's like whatever. You already put that blockage in front of you. I'm guilty of that all the time, but that's something I'm working on.
1,000%. 1,000%, yes.
I think for me, if I still end up doing it, I don't like that. Sometimes I don't fully prepare as how I should, and then like I just be like winging it on the self tape. I'm like, I know this, but then at this point, I done did so many takes, just sent the damn thing. Like that's maybe that's my way of feeling like I self sabotage. I know I could have put it.
Like, and I know, and I actively know, like, when I'm doing it. It's terrible. It's really, really bad.
Gosh.
It's really, really, like, sometimes I'll even text you guys, like, I will submit. Whatever, what have you. I'll get an invitation to, the self tape, which is great. But then, like, I'll get the sides, script and sides, and then this is a really bad thing. I mean, bad in the sense that I do too much. I'm a really big stickler for grammar, especially
yes.
like I'm a big stickler for grammar, and like now because of my experiences with that
our trauma, yes,
I am like, it's almost every single time a red flag for me when the script of the sides that you put out to the universe to try to like cast the talent looks crazy. Like it just looks insane. Like I can't read it because there are run-on sentences or like there's like it's just whenever that happens, I feel myself immediately like dipping out.
Shut down.
So then I shut down.
I'm like conflict.
Conflict. I don't know.
But it motivates me. It's like, Carol, why aren't you doing this? If they're putting out crap, you know you can do this. How many times I sent y'all the scripts? How many scripts I wrote sitting in the group chat?
Read so many. And we have once, you know what's crazy? By now, the amount of people that we have between the three of us to assemble an entire creative team, we can do it.
Yes.
I have people that will do the videography, the directing, the lighting, all that.
It's on camera now. All right. So, the scripts are coming out the group chat. It's coming out the group chat.
Coming out the group chat.
You know what? I'm going to put it out there right now. One of the scripts is coming out the group chat, and we're going to do a short film. I'm putting it out there. I'm manifesting it. Before the end of the year, it's going to happen. You said you got videographer and all of that?
Yeah, I mean, he's in Chicago, but he's got, like,
people.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. We put it out there in the universe, y'all.
Right. So I put my manifestation out there. I do this with all my guests. I just said it. Now you two have to put your manifestation out there. Like anything artistic, whatever. You know.
I do plan right now. Acting a little on the pause. I have been in grad school a little bit of summertime to get myself back into the acting world, but due to certain things I was going through, bring myself back to that. I know eventually I'm gonna be putting myself back creatively with you guys and whoever else I meet. I'm just at this point in my life, what I plan to do for the future is to just believe in myself more. Keep creating and keep not losing momentum because it's so easy to just feel, you got life going on. You gotta be thinking about stability and stuff. It's so easy to get distracted. That's what I want you and Carol to know. Like, it's okay that we put ourselves out there. Yeah, we just want actors. But like sometimes I look at things like a win is a win, right? when they call you back for that audition, like it just feels good.
Yes,
There's
yes.
somebody out there believing.
Mhm.
Like even if it kind of was a little like sketchy, I'm not sketchy. Like it wasn't as professional as we wanted, but like the fact that people could see something in you,
Right.
that is what I really like. I always appreciate that. I take it for granted. Does get me down sometimes or professional set yet or this and that. But I take these experiences and I try to, think of it as like, well, this is added to my portfolio or this is what it takes to become an actor. You just gotta keep going and eventually we'll be where we wanna be.
I definitely. It's interesting that you said that
Mhm.
about just someone, even if the someone is not a professional someone, seeing the value in you as a creator, because that was kind of one of the things also that I kind of took away from experiences.
Mhm.
I'm like, even though those projects weren't great quality in terms of just like how the final product ended up, I did meet other creatives that I personally think are really really talented creatives, and the fact that those same creatives like you two and like other people from the other project also saw what saw in me was really that's I think the thing that keeps me doing it, right? Even if I'm not doing it with as much frequency because I'm having to work a full-time job that drains a lot of my time and effort and energy, that is what gives me stability to be here. I just think to myself, don't stop, because even if this next project isn't the project, it brings you one project closer to the one that is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it might not take a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, but I always think to myself, like, do I want this? Is it something that I love to do? Because if it is, then I'll do it until I turn 99. Even if it means that it doesn't pay my bills, if it's just something that I do when I'm,
It haunts me when I don't do it.
Yeah.
It like creeps up and like
and it comes in cycles too. I'll not be doing it for some time, and I'll be feeling really bogged down.
Yes.
And then I'm like, why do I feel like this? Because I'm not pouring into myself creatively. And that's the thing that fuels me. Like I mean, and you guys know, like it's not just acting and modeling for me. Like I just love to create. I love like I picked up photography, which is a really great creative outlet when like one of that, like if the acting space is getting me down, like it's just I think the thing that I'm manifesting for myself is literally just it sounds simple, but just keep going. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just keep going. Even if I'm not submitting every month or if I'm not booking every,
because if she could put that project on Actors Access
with confidence,
so can we.
You could do it so much with better quality.
Yes.
Like, it could happen. It could happen. Sometimes we could just be our own.
Yes.
I know for sure I am.
I'm my worst critic.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Gosh. But we're gonna keep going. Also, tell the people where they can find you.
So you can find me on Instagram or even TikTok too. My name is The Lady Killer, and my TikTok is The Lady Killer. I hope you put that in.
I got you. I got you.
So you can follow me right now.
And you can find me on IG and that app formerly known as Twitter.
Okay.
On at Lauren Longlegs. That's where you can find me. I'm on TikTok, but not really.
I just got on TikTok.
I was a big fan on TikTok.
I
did
know.
not like TikTok.
People are hilarious.
It's cool. It's cool. It's quick. Whatever.
People are hilarious.
I'm about to put this on TikTok. So
to be honest, I feel like you want to know what's actually crazy. The thing is, the three of us are actually hilarious.
Yes.
And I feel like it's
Our group chat is a
don't we
script.
ever do
Our group
that?
chat is a
Why
script.
don't we ever
We
just
don't-
do things?
Yes.
Well, we're
and
gonna
just
do
put it
more.
out
We're
there?
gonna do more.
Personality.
You know what? We're gonna do more.
That's a
Yes.
good
We're
point.
actually
We are.
hilarious.
We're
We're gonna
really
do
funny.
more.
I feel like I don't show a lot of my personality through things like
I
Instagram.
know
Okay.
for
Like
sure.
I
I
think that that's something.
and people, I think it takes people by
Yeah.
surprise. Like,
When they meet us and like
yeah, or when, yeah, because they're
they're
like,
yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Like, you're so quiet.
yeah.
I'm observing.
I'm
Like-
just observing. Or maybe a lot of times I sometimes just feel like I'm probably just not in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't
You gotta
know.
read the room first.
Yes,
I'm not in there
yes.
like, hey. I'm
Yeah.
like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
Her spirit.
yeah.
I'm
But
good.
not like I don't like even if I might think I'm pretty funny, I don't like put it out there on like
It's like,
it's just hard for me to I don't know
But that's
what
what
to
we
do.
have to do as an artist. And
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
in the group chat.
Yeah.
So more of this, and thank you guys for being with me
Yeah,
today.
welcome.
for having
Thank
us.
you.
I hope you had fun. There
Yes,
will be
always.
more.
Great time.
Yes. So
Yeah.
thank you. See you later.
Peace out.